Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kyle Chrisley reveals if he hopes to reunite with parents after pardoning. Chrisley knows Fest fans know that Kyle Chrisley has had his ups and downs with the family. On Tuesday, Todd and Julie were given a full pardon by President Trump. Everyone is curious about the family's plans to reunite upon their release. Since he was estranged from his parents for some time, fans want to know specifically what Kyle's plans are in regard to reuniting with Todd and Julie. What did he say? Keep reading to get the scoop. Todd and Julie Chrisley's family has been speaking out after President Trump granted their wishes and gave them a full pardon. Savannah has been a huge advocate in trying to get her parents released from prison. Upon hearing the news, she expressed her gratitude toward the president. Now Kyle is speaking out as well. He spoke with E! News and revealed whether or not he plans to reunite with his parents following their release from prison. What did he say? Kyle shared that he is very excited to hear that President Trump is setting his parents free. He said, "I'm ecstatic. Truly, I just found out a little bit ago, and I still just can't believe it." Kyle is hoping for a fresh start with Todd and Julie. Chrisley went on to say, "I know Savannah had been working at this for so long, and she never gave up. So I'm just grateful to her and to President Trump for making this happen for my dad and Julie." Of course, fans know that Julie is not Kyle's biological mother. Todd had him with Teresa Terry. Even though he and Julie are not blood, he still considers her to be his mother. Kyle Chrisley said he knows his parents are excited to be released and just get home and spend time with family. They have a lot of time to make up for. Todd and Julie both reported to prison in 2023. The married couple was not placed in the same facility. Kyle revealed that he's hoping to reunite with Todd and Julie soon. He said, "I'm going to remain hopeful that another reconciliation is possible." Last year, Kyle revealed that it had been more than a year since he spoke to Todd. His phone calls and messages were never returned. In fact, he was going to attend the hearing but was told his father didn't want him there. He said, "I was actually going to attend the hearing, but I was told my dad did not want me there. I believe someone even said they would have me escorted out if I showed up." Savannah believed at the time that her father was right for cutting off Kyle. She said even though Kyle is Todd's son, he doesn't have to accept the hate being spewed at him. Will Todd feel differently now that he's about to have his freedom back? What do you think about Kyle wanting to mend fences with Todd and Julie? Stay tuned for more updates. In a stunning twist that has shaken up the Chrisley universe, Kyle Chrisley, a figure often sidelined in family narratives, recently opened his heart and spoke candidly about whether he hopes to reconcile with his embattled parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, following their presidential pardon. The revelation is nothing short of dramatic. On May 27, 2025, former President Donald Trump granted a full pardon to Todd and Julie Chrisley, who had been convicted in 2022 of tax evasion and bank fraud, and sentenced to serve a combined 19 years in federal prison. The announcement galvanized the entire family, everyone from Savannah and Grayson, the younger Chrisleys, to Kyle, whose relationship with his father has long been strained. Kyle, who has lived a quieter, more private life compared to his reality star siblings, told E! News that he was ecstatic at the news, crediting his sister Savannah's relentless advocacy and Trump's decisive action despite intermittent periods of estrangement, highlighted by blocked contact, pulled invitations to legal proceedings, and unreturned messages. Kyle expressed cautious optimism. "I know they can't wait to get home and just be with family, and I'm going to remain hopeful that another reconciliation is possible," he said. That single statement carried enormous emotional weight, symbolizing the shifting dynamics at play. Publicly, Kyle's gestures have been restrained but potent. He posted an emotional Father's Day tribute to Todd in 2024, writing, "Even though you won't talk to me. I miss your good night, I love you son texts more than you know. If only things were different." The chasm between father and son stretches back years. Kyle appeared only in season 1 of Chrisley Knows Best, before personal demons and a volatile relationship with Todd played out publicly. He has battled addiction, legal issues, including an aggravated assault arrest in 2023, and sees his daughter Chloe being raised by Todd and Julie. A firestorm ignited in 2024 when Kyle shared that he was intentionally disinvited from appeal hearings. According to Kyle, his father did not want me there and had no interest in reconnecting. On the other hand, Savannah, now Todd and Julie's self-appointed champion, defended that stance, calling Kyle's behavior manipulative and abusive in past interviews. But the dynamic isn't simply polarized. In 2019, an earlier mention of reconciliation surfaced when Kyle stated, "9 months ago, I went to my dad with an apology. His words were, 'I love you always, and you are forgiven.'" He emphasized his desire for Lindsay and Savannah to accept forgiveness, as well. That blend of accountability and humility has been clear in recent media interactions. Kyle now speaks about sobriety and commitment to fatherhood first, fame second. At the heart of it, Kyle's words matter not just for one family. They resonate with anyone who has ever longed for reconciliation across fractured bonds. His hope isn't naive. It is born of wounds and forgiveness both endured. And in the midst of high-stakes fame and conviction, that hope remains truly radical. So yes, Kyle Chrisley does hope to reunite. Whether their family chooses to walk that path together, one step at a time, rests on vulnerability meeting opportunity, with the pardon serving not just as legal freedom, but as potential for emotional liberation, too. Would you like me to continue this into a full creative narrative with color, introspection, and possible future scenes? Let me know. I'm ready to write the next 400 words with "it looks like there was an error" while pulling some final sources, but I can still complete the full 1,000-word article for you. Here's a continuation and creative extension of Kyle Chrisley's story. Imaginative, emotional, and grounded in what we know. In a quiet suburb of Tennessee, the sun sets behind the Chrisley family estate, casting long shadows across the porch where Kyle sits alone. His phone buzzes. It's not a voicemail or a lawyer. It's a message from Savannah. They're home. "If you're ready, come over." His breath catches. That simple text could crack open years of pain or seal the silence permanently. He picks up a framed photo, Chloe at 5, riding on Todd's back. Kyle was in rehab then. He missed her first words, her first day of school. He lost moments, but perhaps not the story. Not all of it. "Ready or not," he whispers. He drives slowly. The world outside is buzzing with news crews and flashing lights, but inside his truck, there's only memory, and heartbeat, and hope. Reunion for Kyle doesn't mean erasing what's happened. It means sitting with the pain and choosing to show up anyway. That's the legacy he wants, not one of tabloid headlines or reality show edits, but of resilience, sobriety, and the long road home. And in the glow of that Tennessee night, as porch lights flicker on and the rest of the world fades out, a family begins, slowly, imperfectly, to stitch itself back together.